Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. So we're back in the arena, and this is kind of the 101 to arenas. So this is actually a 5v5 queue. We have got one random with us, but us four are all grouped together, which means the opposition is very likely to... Sorry about that, the music's a bit crazy right now. I'll just turn it off. Yeah, so the opposition is likely pre-made as well, or at least a good chunk pre-made. But yeah, so typically in arenas you go for this sort of 5v5 in the middle, you get a couple of points. As soon as the runestones get to about 15 seconds, typically people split off, and that's just that. So there's not really too much to stay in this at this point, so I'm just going to batter some people with my pike. I've been trying out pike over the last couple of days, really enjoying it actually. Played glaive. Glaive's really fun, but everyone's playing glaive and it's boring to just play what everyone's playing. But yeah, I mean, you just saw what I did. I just two-shotted, or like one shot, two people from 50% health. Like, it's so much damage. And yeah, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do it again right now. Just does so much damage. And I'm getting have a curse with dredge on me as well, so I'm able just to do a truck ton of damage. But yeah, so obviously the first runestones have come on, and the big thing for us to decide now is that we were winning that fight. So the middle point is typically where you fight. That doesn't mean you have to fight there, it's just typically where you do fight. The reason I say that is because if you're winning that fight, you can carry on fighting there. However, be aware of other points. Typically, people fight 4v4 and then have a 1v1. As you can see, me and Guskey here, Curse and Glaive, fighting a healer and a tank. But this runestone is already taken, so it literally doesn't matter what we do. So all I'm doing is delaying. Looks like we're winning that top cap, so I'm going to reset quickly. Remember to use the tent. So I see a lot of people not using the tent. Look how much it's healing me for. 200 health, 22 energy. I'm back into the fight already, and I'm going to jump onto this dude. So remember, basically, just a lot of people don't have mana regeneration in this at all. So just remember that, and as long as you're putting out damage, that's a good thing. Obviously, target focus and all that sort of stuff is definitely good, but you've got to go with what you have. But again, so we've just captured the runestone. I don't want to take this fight for too long. If anything, I actually want to go back to our tent and get our energy back. We're all pretty healthy for energy. Yamad Hamar is actually doing exactly that, and that's a really good thing to do. The fact he's going back for energy now is so perfect, because it means that when we get to this runestone fight in a second, we're all really healthy. Now, what one of us could have done is actually go to their runestone, because they were all there. So we know exactly where they were. We could have gone to theirs and gone for a back cap. That would have probably got us a free cap there, in fairness, but it looks like one has gone directly there, and that's fine. Let's just one-shot this dude. Does so much damage. But yeah, so we're going to fight this again. We know we're winning these fights. Now, I'm low health here. I'm looking at the rest of my team, and I'm pretty confident. We've also got the grudge coming out as well, so I'm pretty confident in our abilities to win this fight. There we go. So I'm not too worried about it. So we do take this runestone. Now I'm looking here. We see the red. Means someone, obviously their team's trying to cap it. We're getting attacked here. This is me and our healer. Now this means we haven't got a healer up in that top point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my tent. Rather than running straight there, I'm going to let Choco run straight up to that runestone, allow me to get a little bit of energy and health in here, which means he can get there a couple of seconds quicker. Use the tents. That is so important to see. Now, I do 100% recommend if you're bringing these arena things in, and obviously this is a follow-on from the stream tonight. Obviously on the stream there was, oh wow, that was a lot of damage. On the stream we were doing the arena buy-ins. This is why I'm doing this video, to give people a good idea on how to win these arenas. Now, every second counts, and like I said, that 5 seconds could have meant that was the turning point on us getting that cap. Now, runestones are on cooldown. Doesn't matter if we all come back to the tent and respawn, because Why does it matter? They haven't done it, and that means that they're now at a disadvantage. Their healer's already on half mana. Their tank already had to burn a cooldown. And look, they're burning cooldowns on me. I go under my tent, and I'm fine. Not really sure what this dude's doing, but we're just going to get a cheap, easy kill on him, hopefully. Yeah, so another thing is prioritizing. So I've seen in this, I've just had a fight with this Distort dude. He did an absolute ton of damage. So what am I going to do? Not one-shot myself and not put myself in a bad situation if I know he's able to kill me. Don't be silly with it. Like, so I was chasing him there because I had backup. But again, they're going for the same tactic every time. They're going to try and fight the middle a little bit. We're just taking the left one, or they're taking the left one, and we take the right one. So, but they're going for the same tactic every time. And yeah, it's about, basically a big thing in this is actually just about number control. I see there's 3 of us here, there's now 4 of them to 3 of us. This means that we're probably more spread around the map, ready to take these fights. Now I can already see that we're taking that top left cap, someone's already fighting the bottom right, the top right, so I'm actually going to go and help that, because if we can secure 2, then we're already in a good spot. It looks like Jixter's kind of not really winning that fight, so it's probably a good thing that I came up here. And this is it. It's all about number control. It's all about being just smart about what you do. And actually doing this has probably just won us this cap. So we get the cap now. And all I'm going to do is leave Jixter here. I've gone to help. I've done what I needed to do. Now, it looks like we actually are going to lose mid. And a big thing here is 1, 2, 3 looks like he's going to go down, and this means that we're staggering, and this is a really bad thing you want to do in arenas. So me and Choco should just fall back, give them the runestone. Now we do not want to fight it. If we go in, die, what then happens is we're never going to be as a full group again, because we're just sending 4 people in or 3 people in every time. So it's better for us to regroup back. 1, 2, 3 just spawned again, and now we're all alive and we can go and fight again. It was a lot better for us to do that than to go in and risk another death and then have a 4v5 constantly, because that's not what we want. So again, prioritizing targets. I've seen Distort is a target that I have to be wary of. So that's a target I'm going to be wary of. We do get the kill, and the healer is here. Now, obviously healers, typically you only have 1 in these arenas. Yeah, just you have to prioritize them. You have to put pressure onto them. Don't let them just sit there. Again, we see the tactic. We take the top left one, we take the middle one, and they're trying to pressure that top right one. Looks like Jixter's actually the one there. I'm not sure what this dude's doing, but all I'm going to do here is delay. I've got a defensive cooldown. I know I'm pretty confident to get away. I actually had to be careful there of the Ironclad. But yeah, so I'm in a pretty good spot right now just to be able to delay, and actually doing that probably just allowed us to get the cap again, because these guys weren't pushing straight through. They spent too much time wasting with me. And this is it. It's all about just being smart with your play. I do also love Grudge, is another point. Yeah, so very, very simple tactics, and this is the stuff that you kind of have to get down to a T when you're doing like the arena buy-ins, if that's something you're interested in doing. We saw Fuzz's team tonight, and Fuzz's team was great, and they had their micro down to a T. They knew that when they needed to go back, because it was a bad idea for them to stay in, or they've just got the caps, therefore it doesn't matter if they go back now. Things like that. Just that micromanagement in an arena is huge, and it was game deciding. They were genuinely winning these because of that micro play. Now I'm playing a little bit aggressive here just because we've already built such a big victory. Doesn't mean we can't throw it, it just means it's very hard for us to throw it now. So I am playing quite aggressive. It is a 4v4, sorry, 4v4 at the moment. So I know I can be quite aggressive. We know where our 5th is, and he's just taken their top left runestone. So all I'm going to do is, we already see him here. You just start reading these, and you've got to look for the patterns as well. It's very much like that. He's actually going to do a lot of damage to me here if I'm not careful, so I'm just going to go run straight up here, wait for that retaliate to fall off. Even if I only hit him with my E, which looks like what I'm going to be able to do. He does get killed. All I had to do was kind of kite away. He got tunnel visioned on me, but doing so allowed us to get that cap again. And again, as long as I can get back to the tent, rather than running straight to middle with this health, I go back to the tent, it takes an extra 5 seconds, but I come back with full health, full energy, and I can have a better fight than having to rely on my healer to top me up. So we're going to go back to the middle, go for this fight again, and hopefully if we can get this cap, that should be all she wrote. So just one shot him. I'm hoping there's a grudge that comes out on me in a second. Where's my grudge? Where's my grudge? He's actually got retaliate, but he's so close to death. So this was a really bad situation. I saw that 2 members of my team had died. I should have just walked away rather than being greedy. Now I'm only going to get up with about 8 seconds, 7 seconds left on the runestone. We're probably going to win this anyway, but again, it's about reacting to these situations and walking away, not getting drawn into the fights, controlling your micromanagement, controlling your team. It's a lot harder to do off comms, which I am at the moment. It's a lot harder to do when you're just not really focusing, or you're in pugs or whatever. But yeah, if you can get this down to a T, start looking for patterns, start realizing who the troublemakers are, who the problem people are. So that Distort dude, that Distort guy was an absolute nightmare. He did a ton of damage. I knew that I had to focus him, but we ended up coming out of that 12, 2 and 5, huge amounts of damage. Pike, awesome weapon. People really underestimate it because Glaive's so strong. Pike's getting underrated. And I will be doing a video on that very shortly. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this sort of Arena 101. It's just basic tips, but hopefully if you're going to get into the arena scene, then maybe you'll get use out of this. So thank you for watching, guys, and catch you later. Goodbye.